Okay, Anthony F here, Pantherware LLC. All right, I had 2 Kickstarters today, so I figured now's the best time to do a video. It's been a very, very long time. I apologize for that. Let's see, a lot of things I wanted to test out. I want to test out this camera here on this late model MacBook Air, and I also wanted to do some more tips and tricks with the iMovie software now that I'm using Apple products a lot. And also I just want to talk about a lot of developer things, especially the change from GreenLight to Steam Direct. Let's see if I can resize me. If I can go to here, and I will add this to the show so that you can see it later. Alright. So Steam is trying to figure things out, which is apparently the hardest thing any company can do, figure things out. We see it with Twitter. Twitter is like the most used communication tool on the planet, but they're not making any money and they're having fits. So most companies that try to do it the Web 2.0 way, all love, everything free at first, and find a model for monetization later, don't find a model for monetization later. Another guy that I follow, I believe his name was Andy, he mentioned that you only have 2 choices really when you make a product. Build it for monetization from the beginning, or build it to be cool and hope you make money off of it. There's only 2 choices, and if you choose to make it cool, don't complain when you don't make any money. It's cool. But if you do it with a motive to make money, you do it properly, honestly, upfront, and you should be okay. So GreenLight, I spelled that wrong. Steam GreenLight was Steam's way to cull through all of the bad developers. I don't say poor quality, because at any point anybody when they first start off, their quality of their games applications are not good, and then they get better. Take for instance me. My games aren't that good. I still don't think they're where they should be, but I'm going to get better. So Steam originally had a program where if you pay $100 to be a developer, similar to Apple's $100 a year, similar to Google's $30 one-time fee. Steam is $100 one-time fee, to be a developer and be added to their huge catalog of computer games. Now, how that used to work was you pay $100 and you can upload as many games as you want to the community GreenLight section, and people will vote on whether they're good or not. Like, for instance, at present, there are 5,498 games or items in the GreenLight section to be judged by his peers, you, the users, and other further developers. Right now, they've released 6,454, which is a lot. So, they're an incredible community. Most people swear by Steam because it's really hard to get a PC game nowadays that's a good quality. Funny enough, you can go to the App Store for Mac and get a game there, but there's not too many of them. And you can go to Microsoft and get a game there, I suppose. I've never done it before, but something is different about Steam. You know, it has an active community. People love Steam. They love the games on Steam, and they play it. And they not only play the games, they talk about their games, whether they like them or not, why they like them, why they don't like them. It's really an incredible place to be. And I assume Steam is still trying to keep that momentum going, that love, but now they're going to change from Steam GreenLight, where your games are greenlit by users, to Steam Direct, where you pay each time you give them a title, you release a title. So, according to what I've read so far in the comments, how it goes at present is that you pay $100, you submit your game to Steam GreenLight. People look at it. You really can't. They can't play the game yet. So you add as much information as you can, pictures, video, and description. If they like all the media that you have brought, the people look forward to it and they vote it up. Sometimes it takes a lot of votes, sometimes it doesn't take a lot of votes. Sometimes 500 votes. Boom, shoots it up. There's a Facebook group about GreenLight that they were amazed at how fast one game was voted up and greenlit. It takes a while for some for others. So that's how it used to be. Now, apparently, there were a lot of, how do I say? Where's the comments at? I can't find the comments right now. But there were games in there that were not becoming. There were a lot of X-rated games. There were a lot of just dumb, stupid games that were not family friendly that people were greenlighting because they were fun for them. And Steam probably got a lot of backlash for it because this is basically a Steam GreenLight is a hands-off kind of approach. So Steam was trying to figure out, what can they do? How can they still keep it hands-off where they don't weigh in, they let the community weigh in, but also how do they keep it so that the quality gets better and there's a deterrent for people throwing up trash or non-family friendly games that are stupid but still some people like. So the first 4 words out of their bullet point was this new direct path. So they think that this Steam Direct is a new path for them to go on that will still allow them to be hands-off, but also call out the deterrent or the bad developers. Only thing is that they also figured out how to make an extra bullet point here. They make more money. So they're going to charge, allegedly, developers per title. They haven't figured it out yet. They don't know if it's going to be $100 per title or there was another number, I think $10,000 per title. So $10,000 per title, of course, is ridiculous. No independent developer can afford that. And even if they could, what's the guarantee that they'll make that money back? That's pretty confident that Steam think that the developer will make that money back if they charge $10,000 per title or per game uploaded. The lowest would be $100, and as one avid developer said, even $100 is tough for a Unity developer. I'm not made of money, and to have to pay each time $100 to upload a game, would I do that? Only if I'm positive that I will make the money back. If it's a free game, then that's kind of silly. There's really no point to doing that unless you want a game and you want the coolness factor of it. You get 10,000 downloads off your cool new free game that you paid $100 to get on Steam. If that's what you're aiming for, go for it. So that's how that goes. And I'm curious for you to actually leave comments down below according to how you feel. Whether Steam GreenLight should stay intact or whether Steam Direct should be the new direction. Of course, I'm kind of late to the game here. This post was actually posted February 10th, but I really didn't have time or energy to talk about it. Now's the time, and there's the energy to do it. Also, I have a lot of new games that I've past couple months upgraded, so I would like for you to take a look at. Let me see if I can quickly get to the games that I've updated. And also I have new apps too for Android that I've just done, and I will hope that you would test them out for me and let me know what you think about them. So I can quickly get to the page. What I'm using for my landing site pages is from LaunchKit.io. LaunchKit.io is what I'm using. They just got sold or merged with Google, I believe, late last year. So they're excited about it. I'm kind of worried about it, but so far nothing has changed too much. If anything, I'm waiting for things to get free. They have a lot of cool pro features that I can't afford right now, but since Google bought them, it would be super cool if the upgrade to Pro button that I'm looking at right now was gone, because Google now possesses them. So let me go. LaunchKit.io or .io has a lot of cool features for free. Screenshot builder. They'll upload your screenshots. They'll shape your screenshots, resize them properly for iOS. As we know, for Android, you can do your screenshots up on Android, and for the most part, the standard portrait will work for Android. You don't have to do anything specific, but with iOS, you have to have the right dimensions, and LaunchKit.io does that already for you. They also will have a review monitor. If you put in your account information on for iOS, they can shoot you emails when somebody reviews your apps or games via iOS. They can send it via Slack also, if your team uses that. All right, but what we're talking about tonight, though, is app websites. This is what I use. I use them for their landing pages because the Google Android Play landing page for each app is not really web friendly. Crazy, right? Google search, but the app's not web, but the website's not web friendly. If you type in your app or a game like Panther vs. Rain in Google, it will go to the Google Play app website that's on the Google Play Store. But if you want to promote it any other way, it doesn't fit right in the iframe. So I use LaunchKit.io for anything like that, and it looks really nice. I'm gonna do a screenshot of that so you can see what it looks like. So the app that I just created or finished creating is called Eat or Nah. Like, should I eat this or nah? Well, this is the app for you to help you know that. It's a calorie diary, and also a food database diary. So you get into the store and you hungry, which is bad. You don't want to go shopping while you're hungry, but it is what it is. And you pull out your app, your Android, then you pull out Eat or Nah, and you type in the food that you're standing in front of. Type in the serving ounces or grams, and it'll tell you how much calories it is per serving. Say the doctor says they want you to eat 1,600 calories a day. Well, you fill out the information on the app, and then you type it in. And if it's under that, great. If it's over that, it's up to you. But you really want to listen to your doctor if you want to eat healthy and eat in the right proportions. So not only does it help you in real time, but also it has a calendar built in, so you can keep track of what you did eat throughout the day. And that way, when you get back to your doctor or your dietitian, you can show them what you ate, They can log it in, and you'll be healthy. You'll live longer. That's good. Live longer is good. My Panther TD and my Panther Tower game, I added new bugs or new graphical bugs. Thanks for the designers at Fiverr.com. Added a lot of new things, new towers, things like that. It looks better. Background looks better. The play looks better. I know you appreciate that if you like a tower defense game. This year also I made Panther stickers. If you are on iOS and you love iMessage, Panther stickers are available for you free this month, where you can show Panther driving, sleeping, sad, or happy. And if you don't have time to type out the whole message, let Panther speak for you. You're driving on the highway. You can't talk right now. Quickly go to your phone, throw a Panther in the car. The other person will know, oh, he's driving. They're driving. She's driving. I'll leave him alone. That's good. I'm working on Panther Quest. Boy, am I working on Panther's Quest. Panther's Quest is my first game, the first game that I ever made. And I have a couple of iterations on it, but at the moment, the version on Android and the version on iOS do not match. Two different versions. And I'm working on unifying that. I'm trying really hard, folks, to learn Unreal Engine as well as Unity, because with those major engines, I can make one game and then distribute it to Android, iOS, Amazon, the Wii U, the Switch, I'm not lying, Xbox, of course, as well as the PS4 and the PS3. So that's where I'm trying to go, and the PSP and the Vita. I'm trying to really, really learn how to use those tools so that when I do make a game, it can be distributed across all of the platforms. So keep rooting for me that I make a breakthrough mentally and able to use one of those. Panther Marketing, I made a new app, icon for that one. Panther Marketing now is for iOS and Android. It's really, at its core, a meme maker. But if you're in marketing, digital marketing, you know that memes are the way to go. Oh, look at that. If I lean to the right, it gets brighter. So look at that. Still working on the camera work. Sorry about that. So with Panther Marketing, you can make anything that you are trying to sell into a meme. Books, you're a book writer on Amazon or Google or iOS. You can market your book that way, your book cover, your products, your apps, your games. Use a meme. Use Panther Marketing for that. Panther Math has a new icon. Panther Math is the one. I've really had a lot of success with Panther Math because what most marketers will tell you when you're studying for promotion is to build something that people need, that people find useful, and people apparently like math. I'm getting a lot of downloads in many different countries, pretty high up the ranks in many countries for Panther Math, and I appreciate that. It's a very fast math game. It'll just keep you sharp with math. The logo looks really nice this year, and I'm going to continue to make things that look nicer and nicer because I will stop designing those graphics and I will pay somebody for that. That's fine. So I think that's all I got for tonight. Thanks for listening. I don't know when I'll post this. It might be tonight, it might be tomorrow. I'll probably also make it an audio version on Panther Radio. So look out for that on Saturdays. But I think that is all I have for now. Oh, Panther vs. Rain, as I mentioned earlier. Just finished fixing the graphics on Panther vs. Rain. It looks a lot better. It actually, Panther is running with his claw out, trying to avoid the rain and get coins at the same time. You will like it, I guarantee. Yeah, that's the last one, Panther vs. Rain. All right, so this is Anthony F. Pantherware LLC. Bye-bye.